Thank you for letting us know. Okay. So, um, so that's about Inner Space. My name is Arif. I've been with Inner Space from the beginning when we started Inner Space. And I'm a student. I'm volunteering to do classes and courses also. And I've been, before even coming to Inner Space, doing some mindfulness meditation myself. And at the moment, I'm only doing this work now. So I'm not really doing anything else, just fully volunteering and conducting retreats and workshops in different places. So today we have a topic that is very much dear to me, and it happens so that I was trying to have peace with something, and I did not know what to do because it kept, I kept failing every time I tried, to create some kind of peace with a situation, with a person. I was finding it quite difficult. Not difficult as in like, very difficult, but for me, it was like, why I can't get this right. Like when you have a person that you always get angry towards. And usually these are people who are close to you. Have you experienced that? Okay. So people in the family are the ones that we find quite challenging. Yeah. Even though we are very close and we are dear to them, and sometimes, some other people, and we find that everything that we try to do does not work. And a few months back, I had this breakthrough. And I felt so excited. And I wanted to share with everyone what I understood. And the art of acceptance was born. So, um, after my experience with that particular situation, I thought, there's something in this which is, I think, worthwhile for everyone to know. Because if I'm trying something for 5, 6, 7, actually 20 years, and it's not working, and now suddenly a shift happened. Okay. And it happened just because I tried something different. I tried to do things slightly different. So I'll start actually our discussion by talking about something that we all experience, which is inner resistance. There is some point of time where you feel heavy, you feel tight, you feel hard within yourself, and mostly you're not able to express or to do anything. So what happens is there is a inner fight that is going on within us. One thing says do this, another thing says do that. One thing says that no, I don't want this, but another thing is like as if, even though I don't want it, I still do it. Like, many times we say that, okay, I'm going to wake up early in the morning tomorrow. And then, when the alarm bell rings, you just put it off. Okay. So what happens then? You start talking to yourself and say, again, you could not do it. Then you feel bad that you didn't do it. Then again, you try again. Okay. So this is like one example. Another example is that you're stuck somewhere. You need to reach somewhere and there is traffic. And that particular day, there is more traffic than normal. So what happens is you start getting like, you can't move. There's car everywhere. But you are like as if sometimes when you're driving, as if you want to push the car, so that you can go through. Yeah. So in such situation, there is something inside that happens with us. And that thing is like there is opposing force. And when there is opposing force, it creates an imbalance within us. So every time there are these forces, one is saying this, another one is saying left, and I don't know what to do, so I go straight. Sometimes it's like that. So I noticed that the reason that I lose my peace is because of this inner disharmony. It's not about reaching somewhere, it's not about the person that is there. But the thing that goes within myself is actually creating this disharmony. Yeah. So what I can say is what is happening inside and what is happening inside is not in sync. There's no resonance. And then therefore there is disturbance. Yeah? So because of this disturbance, I lose my peace. And then as a result, we feel stressed, we feel anxious, we feel all sort of emotions start coming, and we don't really enjoy in this kind of states. Sometimes it's not even big, but we can call them irritations. Little irritations. Yeah. So, and then you are ready, you wake up and you say, today, everything is going to be good and everything. And then suddenly out of nowhere, especially the day that you say that, today, I am going to try and do my best. That day, immediately, as either your children, either if you have your wife or your parents or your boss, somebody will come. And all your all your willpower just goes, and you go back and and then you start blaming either yourself or blaming the situation or blaming others, which does not solve anything. Okay, so I can blame as much as I want, but this is the situation. So I realized that where does resistance come? So I was thinking that, okay, I couldn't wake up. I couldn't do what I wanted to do. Or I tried to do, but there was some kind of, what you call, block, when I was trying, and then I was not able to succeed. Maybe the relationship, and then I go back again, fight, like, regular thing. So where is the resistance coming from? Resistance is coming from because there's an idea here that I have, and there is some reality happening there, okay, based on somebody else or some other situation. And the resistance is coming because I want to hold this in my mind, and I want that one to change. Okay, I want to hold my opinion, I want to hold my belief. I know, you don't know, okay? And I find myself in resistance. I don't want to let go my belief, my ideas, my opinion, my thinking, and therefore there is resistance. Now, when I look back and I say, but why should I let go? I say, why should I let go? The other person should let go. But I can't control the other person. Okay? And I say that I am right. This is right. Why should I change? I am right. Okay. So what happened as a result? I am right. I know I am right. The other person doesn't change. The situation doesn't change. I want to hold on to the opinion. I end up creating resistance. I end up creating stress. And the issue now is a little bit bigger than what it was. I'm not going to change, or I will show them, or, I will teach them a lesson. Have you heard? Sometimes we say this, I will teach them a lesson, this time I will teach them a lesson. What is the benefit of that? Only one, I lose my harmony. I don't get anything, but I lose my peace, I lose my harmony. And the only reason I do that is because of my idea of myself, which in other words we call the ego. Okay, my idea or my opinion about myself, I am right and everybody else is wrong. Yeah? And even if, let's say, for example, you are right, you still lose your peace. So, so sometimes we say that it is not really important to be right. It is not important to be right. It is important to be peaceful. It is important to have harmony. If I am right and I am causing myself pain, is that right? Because who caused me pain? The other person? No. Because I'm stuck. I'm stuck because I want to hold that. The ego does not allow me to kind of, okay, fine. If you think about it, all of us come from different places. We come from different countries, different parents, different upbringing. Even if we come from the same parents, same upbringing, we are not the same. Why? Why we are not the same? It is like, okay, let's say, okay, we are coming from different places. Why we are not the same? The way we look at things is very different from one another. Okay? It's almost like it's surely, two people, something will not be the same. You might like black color. I might like green color. The other person might like this one. I might like orange. The other person likes apple. The third person likes, grapes. If you take a survey just now, you will hear every sort of things. And everybody is different. Your experiences in life, my experiences in life are not the same. Your level of understanding is not the same as mine. How can we have the same thoughts? How can we have the same thoughts when we are, our choices, our liking, our understanding of what is right and what is wrong, it's all different. Yeah? So, because of that, we have differences in the way that we come, in the way we think, in the way we perceive, in the way we deal with others. Yeah? So if we know that, like I used to say one thing, you find somebody doing something, okay? Let's say I'm acting in a certain way. When I look at you, I don't know anything about you, but I see you, and then I say, why is he doing it like this? Why does he, talk like that? Or why does he, do something like that? He's throwing garbage on the road. Yeah. So for me, oh, how can you do that? How can you do that? But for this person, which I don't know anything about, I make a judgment and I say no. And then, of course, the second thing I say that, if somebody tells me, I say, I'm right. We should not be doing this. Okay. When somebody does something, they just don't do it. There is a lot of things behind that. There are so many things behind that tells that person, you do it like this. And do you think that they think about it? They don't even think about it, right? So there's a question online. If you can speak or type. Yeah. Okay, I'll come to that. Who's that? See? See how. Yeah. Our souls are different due to difference in life. So I'll come to that in a moment. Okay. But it's a good point, which I have something on that. But what I'm trying to say is that our beliefs, our conditioning, what we know about what is right and what is wrong about each individual. They might be parallel, but there is definitely a chance that they might not be the same. Yeah? What is normal for one is totally not acceptable for another person. Okay? We know this from cultures, from people from different countries. You do it differently. The other person does it differently. But when we meet, we try and think that we can actually teach the other person what is the right thing in our mind. But that person has so many things that decides for him to do this particular action. It just doesn't happen like that. There is a lot of processing that happens till you decide that I want to do something. You just don't do it. Whether it's good or bad, that's another matter. But according to that person, he's doing it because he thinks that this is good for them. Or he's doing knowing that it is bad, but he thinks that that is what is appropriate. So for example, somebody might want to smoke. Okay, now the doctor says it's bad, but this person says that no, I love it. I want to do this. Okay, and it doesn't even bother. This person doesn't bother because according to him, the experience that they have was good. So the experience was good. Even the mind might say, yeah, this is right. It might not be healthy for me. But they will still do it. They will not stop because I think and I have knowledge and they will not stop. The funny part is even the doctors, they'll tell you something, but they themselves, they might be doing the same thing. I went to a doctor once here in Musaf. And I went to the doctor and, took my wife and then we went there and said, and we're sitting in front. I was sitting on the side, my wife was saying, and the doctor, believe me or not, she was like this. She, what's the problem? I said, this is the doctor. I mean, she was like this, I said, what's happened? She's supposed to be treating somebody. And I could see how much, stressed this person was, So it doesn't really matter how much you know. Yeah. But all the accumulation of what you have inside actually determines what you do. And there is absolutely no chance for me to tell anybody, do it this way or do it that way. There is no meaning at all. There is no meaning. Okay. In the name of trying to correct that person because they are wrong. Okay. We try to, change other people. We try to, say, no, this is not happening. I will do something to change this. And nothing is there. Yeah, there might be some exceptional cases where, you can understand and read, but people have their set of things that they are going to do. The only thing you can do is influence them by your own behavior, not by your own cleverness, by your own behavior. That's the only thing that one can do. The rest is like, just accept it. Okay, and that's why we're talking about acceptance. So the reason that we think differently and we have different thought is because our programming is different. We all have different programming. We are not going, as I told you, you might be in the same house, same parenting, same situation, same culture, but your processing, the way you look at things is different from, you might be twins, but you're not the same. Yeah? And therefore, you can't expect that they will be like you or they will do like what you want. This is like, trying to go through the wall, you're going to hurt yourself. So far so good. Any questions? No? So quickly, okay. Okay. So we understand that Resistance is what causes stress, disturbance, split. Okay, breaking. Okay. Yeah, yeah,
Only person who can change is yourself.
yeah.
Change your
Perfect. Yeah. The only person that you can change if you want to is yourself. And that also is not easy. That's also challenging. But yeah, if there is anyone that you can change, you know, so why to waste your time, energy, create so much stress trying to change other people? The only person that I can do or I can do anything with, it's myself. There's no one that I can. And that also with a lot of patience. Even myself with a lot of patience. That also doesn't come like that. But at least there is a chance. Yeah. So so far what we are seeing is that there is a lot of differences. Okay. Another question? Okay.
question from the final.
Yeah.
How to control the emotion?
How to control that emotion. Okay. So just like people, don't try to control emotions. Don't try to control emotion. Okay. Don't try to control people. Don't try to control emotion. Don't try to control your thoughts because you're not going to be able to control them. Okay. Don't try to control them. But there's something else you can do, which we are going to look into in a bit. Okay. So regarding the soul and regarding these two questions we will take up in a moment. Yeah, but the simple answer is that emotion arises. If you resist emotions, they become bigger. If you try to stop, anything, it will resist even more. Yeah, so we need to know there's another way where we can actually manage these things. Yeah, so if we look on the other side, and we can see that there is something else also. We have all the differences that we have. We have all the conditioning that we have. But there is something that is common in all of us. There's a lot that is different. But there are some things that are common for everyone. Okay? And this can actually help us break this cycle of resistance. Okay? When we look if you look into your life, and if you see from the time you were born and the time you were aware of yourself, there's one thing that is there, which is in all of us, which is we all look for peace. No matter who you are, from where you are, you can't say that, I'm not, I don't want peace. You want peace. Everyone wants peace. Okay? Everyone wants the second thing, which everyone is looking for, is happiness. Okay? Everyone wants peace. Everyone wants happiness. The difference is from where this peace comes. We have different. From where this peace comes, we have different opinions. So different people have different ideas. But the common thing is that we want peace. So the person who's resisting, the person who's doing something different, all he needs, according to him, whatever he's doing, is somehow, maybe harming him, but also some kind of happiness is attained. And that's why they're doing that. So once we understand that what I am looking for and what this other person is looking for is actually the same thing. At the end, this person and me and all of us, we are looking for the same thing. Because, like Siham mentioned, the soul is made of peace. The soul itself is made of peace. And therefore, peace is something that is natural. Yeah? Peace is something, harmony, peace is very natural. It's inside us. But our way of behaving is actually removing that peace from us by bringing resistance. When the resistance comes, peace goes away. We are looking for peace. Why are we resisting? Why are we resisting? We are looking for peace. Why are we resisting? We want peace. It's very, doesn't make sense, right? When we resist, we create peacelessness. We create disharmony. Okay? What we are searching for is peace. But what we are doing, we are creating peacelessness. Not only for us, we are creating, because once I am disturbed, I disturb another person. So there's a nice story I was just listening to this morning. As this teacher, her job is to take care of children, younger children, maybe 7, 8 years old. And she works in a school, and her work is to try and, teach the children how to manage their emotions, how to deal with things. So there is this child who was very, very angry, and he was shouting and shouting. So of course she was called to handle the situation. So she came, and as she was walking, in school, 10 other students go with her, interested to know what's going to happen, because this guy is shouting, this boy is shouting. So she was walking towards, and the children are going with her, and like in the group. And she goes and she says that, I need peace now, because here there is disturbance. This child is disturbed. Okay, so if I go like this, I will not be able to do anything. So I need to build peace within myself. So what she did, she just came back. She was walking, but in her mind, she's just bringing her power and confirming that, look, this is what I am. This is what I am. And then she was moving towards this child. And then these kids are watching, and the child is shouting, the one who's there. And behind, the kids are saying, what is she doing? What is she doing? Like the teacher, what's she doing? What's she doing? And the other person, nothing. Nothing. Okay. He looks at the child. The child is shouting. And this person has the already plan. The plan is create peace. What is she saying? What is she saying? The children, nothing. She's not saying anything. She's not doing anything. And then the child slowly was shouting, and then comes and near, like makes a move closer, like moving closer. And then she stretches her hand, and the child comes, and the child is totally calm. What she was explaining is that there was no need, and there is no need to do anything. The only thing you need to do is you stay in the state of peace. That's the only thing you need to do. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to speak anything. But you need, in order for you to be like that, you have to create a practice for that. The reason we do meditation is because we build that stamina. So anytime, any place, we can create that peace. That's the reason why we do that. That's the reason why we practice beforehand. Okay. I often remember, bringing up children, and they are shouting and screaming. The first thing that happens to me is irritation inside. Why are they behaving like this? And I'm not intending to be angry, or I'm not intending to, but the way, this wave comes, it disbalances me. And before you know, I'm shouting back, I'm screaming at them, or I'm saying something that I regret myself. I start regretting myself. Why am I doing? That's why I came to meditation, because of the children. you know, they don't want to, I did everything, and especially, the days, okay, today we will go out and we will do this, that is the day that you will be disturbed the most, and I noticed, I just lose very quickly, used to. Okay, now they are grown up, but it it is quite challenging, as if these people, it's like some kind of trigger, and then before you know, you already react. So the solution is just be in silence. Just be. There is a time where you can do something, but there is a time where just silence. Okay, first, because if I am disturbed, if I have fear, if I am a little bit off, my response will be wrong. Whatever the situation, I will not be able to respond in an accurate way. And that's why it's very important first to check, where am I, before I respond to any situation. So this is the first key. Okay, if it is somebody, if it is some situation, or if it is something from within myself, anything, peace is the prerequisite. I need to have that. I don't need to be right, I don't need to be correct, I don't need to look very clever. It's not important. What is important is, if you are clever, you will be happy and you will be peaceful. If you are really clever and if you are really smart, show that you can hold your peace and happiness.
So this is the particular thing. But sometimes that silence will be taken for granted.
Yeah. Silence will only be taken for granted because it is superficial.
And one more message. Probably the
Arabic, okay.
how can I come to accept it for
Chronic disease, yeah.
yeah.
So in the case of being silenced and then somebody misuse that, it will only be misused if the silence is not true. So that's the first question. The second question is, there is no solution to pain. Physical pain is, when it comes and it will be painful, because that's the nature. And when there is pain physically, it is a signal that something is wrong. Please take care. It's just a light in the car, right? When the light comes on, it says, oh, oil is less. So our body has a lot of light, and that light comes as some kind of pain somewhere or discomfort, which tells me that I need. When you go to the doctor says, okay, this is your problem, you can have medicine, but still, sometimes we still have pain. Now, that we can't do anything. But sorrow is not necessary. Pain, we cannot avoid. But to take sorrow, that's not necessary. What happens to us is that we resist pain, and then what happens? We start feeling it more. I'm going through some bodily issue right now, and there is some pain. Not too much, but just some pain. Okay. Today, I have been busy since morning. I did not feel the pain. And where I was busy in something that I enjoy, something that I do. So one of the thing is, I need to keep myself engaged. Pain is there. You have to go to the doctors, try to treat. If you can't treat, the thing is, we can reduce it by not resisting it. We accept. I see you, I accept you. It is pain. I can't do anything about it. But I'm not going to take sorrow from it. Let the pain be there, but I'm not going to take sorrow. Sorrow comes when I resist the pain. Same thing, same story. So good to bring that point up. Okay. So how to start accepting, and what is the method for acceptance? How can we get to that stage where we can accept? In what way? Having understood all this, what we understand is that the best option we have in any situation, whether it's something that we can do something about or something that we can't do, the first step is acceptance. Acceptance. So what I say is, there is no transformation. Transformation is not possible unless there is acceptance. People think that when you accept something, you cannot change. But actually, without accepting, there is no change. Because you have not even started. The process starts first to accept, and then you can change. If I am not accepting what is present right now, how can I change? It's not possible. Okay. So the first step is acceptance and then change. Where is the thing of acceptance? We need to know, okay, if I want to change, I have to accept. And accepting is actually, it's not even an option. You have to accept it. Whether you like it or you don't like it, you have to accept it because it's happening. Okay, this person is doing this. The choice is how you want to respond. Okay, so when we are saying I'm accepting, what is it that we are accepting? This is a difficult person. He's causing so much pain to me. I say I'm accepting. What are you accepting? Online, anyone here? What is it that you are accepting?
We accept the way the other person is.
You are accepting the way the other person is. Okay.
Our
We don't have power. That we understood. Yeah. We accept. Okay. But what is it that you are accepting really? That nobody is perfect. That's also right.
his pain and happiness.
Say again.
His pain and happiness.
His pain and happiness. His pain to change. Okay. Yeah. Khalid, what are we accepting?
Accepting the present.
We accepting the present and what that means.
Accept the fact.
What includes the present?
Sometimes understanding the situation, like what we do, we didn't accept the situation. Maybe catching the power of the guy's mood, or maybe the situation is maybe fight.
So they might turn out to be worse.
All the things which are not fine, and we can do anything about it, even in my own life.
Yeah.
And I must accept.
Yeah.
It is there as is.
It is there as is.
I need to let go.
You can't do anything, so it is there as is. Okay. You were saying something.
Also accepting the present.
Yeah.
Being aware.
Yeah.
Of your thoughts, emotions, and
Yeah. So what are you accepting?
accepting who am I?
Huh?
Who I am. As a
Okay. Very, very close there. 1 second. Yeah. Ruba.
person himself, his attitude and response, his soul.
His soul. Okay. So the only thing that you've ever accepted, the only thing that you can accept is your own thoughts, your own feelings, your own emotion. You've never accepted anybody, any person, anything, because it's not the person, it's the feeling that is created inside you that is causing you the problem. So when you say I'm accepting, you are not accepting anything. What you're accepting is you are accepting here. This person is there. He says some words. He's there. He's not even touching me. The words come in. The words gets understood, and then a feeling erupts from inside. And that's what you're accepting. You're not bothered about this guy. Let him say anything. It's not about this guy. It's about, like you said. Yeah.
And from sister to accepting people as they are six souls.
6 souls. Yeah.
Next one is accepting the present.
The present. Yeah. So, present moment acceptance, accepting myself means that unconditional acceptance of my, somebody had asked earlier about emotion. Unconditional acceptance of my emotions is the ultimate thing that you are really accepting. You are not accepting anything else. This situation has happened. You don't like that situation. It is creating irritation. If this is not creating an irritation, it's not the problem. The situation is, it's creating that thing that is creating inside you, and that's the thing that you are finding it difficult. And when we say we're accepting, the only thing you're accepting is these things that are happening within you. You have never accepted anyone or any person or anything. It's the feeling that this person, has not even created, but has become an instrument to create. And this is the thing that I'm accepting.
Because that happens that you don't take any change. What is that condition called? If whatever is happening, your emotion doesn't trigger.
That is the ultimate, which is kind of, okay, we are going towards. But first we have to understand that it's nothing that is the problem. The problem is the thing interacting with me. So, for example, there is acid here. Acid is not a problem. Acid in this cup is not a problem. It's acid. It's in this cup. There is no problem. Pour the acid, it will react. Right? That is a problem. Acid is not the problem. Huh? You see that? Okay. A car is not a problem. Yeah? Give it to a drunken driver. It's a problem. The car is not the problem. It's the fastest car in the world. Still is not a problem. But if the driver is not okay, then it becomes a problem. So the things that are coming to you is not the issue. The way it is triggering stuff inside you, then you feel that I have to stop this because this is happening. Yeah.
There's a three more messages.
Yeah.
One is from Sister Ruba.
Yeah.
She just told that it's about to you, not others.
Yeah.
Then one more, we should sympathize with them.
Yeah. The other. Yeah. Yeah. So the first thing, what I am now solutions, the first thing is accept yourself, including your emotion, including your thought, including your weakness, including everything as it is.
No, I can't do anything. It's out of my hand.
You can't do anything. Yeah. 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 It is true also. Yeah. So the only thing is I tell myself, and that's where acceptance starts, from the self, from your feelings. Because once you accept these feelings, then it's very easy to accept the other one. Okay? That's just step one. Accept yourself, accept your emotions, accept your thoughts, accept your feelings, accept your weaknesses, everything. Completely okay. No resistance. Totally accept. Yeah?
Very interesting explanation. Clear problem during the preparation to situation and giving.
Say again? The
Very
last part?
interesting explanation. It is your problem. Your interpretation to the situation and giving it a meaning.
Yeah. You give it a meaning. Yeah.
He's telling them deal with yourself.
Yeah. So the first thing is accept. The second thing is compassion. Compassion. Have compassion for yourself. accepting myself, accepting situation, I need also love. I need also compassion. I need also that it's okay. It's okay. You know, it's okay. You know, it is happening. It is difficult. It is difficult. You can't say it's easy because it's, burning here. But I just tell myself, it's okay. Okay. They have this saying, no, this shall pass. This also shall pass. Yeah? When you came here, moment. No, you came here, now it's 1 hour gone. Yeah. Everything will pass. Everything will pass. Yeah. So I accept it and I have compassion. When I look at other people, I see them. They and me, we are same. Because they are looking for peace, I'm looking for peace. They are looking in a different way, I'm looking in a different way. So if they are doing something wrong, my vision is that, oh my God, look, they are looking for peace, like we said, but they are creating themselves peacelessness. When they start behaving like this to me, you think they are peaceful? When that boss is shouting at 50 people, you think they are peaceful? No, they can't be peaceful. It's not possible for them to be peaceful. So when we see somebody who is not well, somebody mentioned somebody who is not well, what we have? Compassion for them. Compassion for me, compassion for them. But first, me. Remember the teacher and the child? Teacher has to be peaceful first herself and then goes to the child. Okay, so first I have to bring this one and then I can understand. And then wisdom. Wisdom is don't fight. You might be right. There's no need for you to do that. Anyway, you are right. So why are you shouting? Why are you have to prove to somebody? If you are right, keep quiet. If you think that, keep quiet. Why it is bothering you? They don't want to listen. Let them not listen. But I don't lose my peace at any cost. I will hold my peace. Yeah? Because I know this is beneficial for me. Yeah?
You need to forgive yourself in order to accept yourself. Should lead to forgiveness and acceptance in your heart, and eventually internal happiness. The one other message, to get that peace for sometimes is heavy weight we need to pay.
I did not understand the second comment about
To
get the peace, we have to pay. What do you mean by that?
It's a heavy weight.
Heavy weight. Yeah.
We need to pay.
Who's that?
Parimalas.
Yeah. So I didn't get it exactly, but if you are paying for it, you are also gaining from it, because that peace is going to really help you get clarity and be able to resolve. So the story goes like this. If there is any person or any situation that you find difficult, and this is what I did, I just said that I accept this person unconditionally. Yeah? Just I said to myself, let me try this something new. I just said that. And it's not like, there's no big fight or anything, but just irritations, small irritation. And I said that I accept this person as they are with all this understanding, because I know it's not about them. It's not about them. It's this irritation that I am taking. So I said, I accept this person as they are unconditionally. I accept myself as I am unconditionally. And I accept all situations as they are unconditionally, with understanding that this is beneficial for me. So that's our mantra. Mantra, right? Okay, something that you can repeat. I accept myself, I accept others, and I accept every situation as they are. Why? Because I know that this is beneficial and for them. Yeah? So acceptance is great power. Yeah. So if you remember this, take any situation, take any person, and just say sincerely from your heart, this person, this feeling, I accept. This person, I accept completely. I don't even have any agenda for them to change. Let them be what they are. I'm going to accept myself and I'm going to accept themselves. And you will notice one miracle will happen. And that miracle is first of all, you will not get irritated. Secondly, they will change. Just try and see. If it is a situation or if it is a person, the same approach. Just say to yourself, sincerely, like sit down, no disturbance, just sit down and say to yourself, look, I just accept whatever I feel, this person, I accept it. This situation, which is so difficult, I accept it. I accept myself and I accept this. Say it 4, 5, 6 times. Just repeat that same thing. There is this words, the process is not, language is not important. In whatever language, just repeat this. I accept this situation, I accept this person. Because I understand that there is benefit. There is benefit in this. Just try and experiment for yourself, and then let me know what happened. Okay.
She said that 2 messages. I meant we need to accept all the stupidity to get
You heard the message? We have to accept the stupidity to get peace.
Yeah, then one more message. By accepting, don't be weak for the other person.
Say again?
By accepting the what you listen, don't be weak for the other person.
No, acceptance is power. Acceptance is not weakness. Acceptance is power. You don't become weak. Acceptance is a power that will change you, will help you to change, and it will help the other person also to change. So it's not, it's, I think if there is any, one of the most powerful thing to have is the power to be able to accept. And as we know now, that the only thing that you're accepting is your own feelings and your own emotion that is being created. Yeah, one more.
Is it possible to higher the volume?
Higher the volume, yes. Is it okay now? Is it okay? Maybe your volume. Can you hear? Others can hear now?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
There is one message from the group.
Yeah.
I think less headache when we accept we can't go against
When
changing others is hard, changing
don't, yeah. Very, very wise thing to do. Okay, so now I have one question for all of you. Okay, you have to tell me one thing, out of whatever you have heard, that you feel that has created some opening for you. Something that has kind of landed in a space, like you hear something or something that stays back. So I want online everyone, if they can put on the chat box and we will read them. And we can start here, but you'll have to use the mic. Okay, you would like to start? So one thing that you're taking away, but you have to put it on. And then you pass it on to the other. One thing that you're taking away. You see the light? The light will, yeah, just black, long hole.
maintain silence.
Yeah, maintain silence. Yeah. So let's just reflect for a moment. Just go into silence and just feel, what is it that I can use for myself? So whatever I've heard, whatever from the sharing, or whatever I've understood, or sometimes what popped in my mind that is useful. I like just one thing that you think that can help you in this whole discussion? For those online, they can write if they have some place, or they can just type on the chat box. And at the end, we will read. First, we will take the comments from here. Anything coming?
So actually, what came to my mind only is for me to speak less. In my position as a manager,
Yeah.
sometimes it's necessary to over-explain, and I think that that's why I'm not finding peace.
It's a very parallel to somebody else who just said silence. Somebody else online said,
Yeah.
You can give sister. No? Okay. He will translate. Okay, one second. Just pass it on to brother and then you will translate her point.
I would
Khalid.
say, Khalid,
Yeah.
I would say being more centered and more aware of my thoughts and emotions and accept them as they are and not try to understand them and not try to oppress them and go like step by step through life and not really overthink it.
Beautiful. This is one point which is also quite important.
Hi, this is
Analysis doesn't help.
Azim here.
Yeah.
So I have learned over years that, let's say, people expect things from you and somehow you cannot fulfill that, then things go sideways. They get into argument with you. But once you accept this is the way things are, and with honesty of your heart, you have good intentions for them, and also find your inner peace and keep looking for that and accept the whole situation. And a time comes you will find silence. You don't want to argue anymore. So I think this is what acceptance I have learned with time. Thanks.
Brother, come. She will speak in her language, you translate. You come, take them on the mic. She will tell you and you can translate for everyone. You can translate the question first.
She's telling that she think about the Baba,
Okay.
then he'll get relax on the things.
Okay.
Because
So,
she don't want to involve on that situation.
yeah.
Because until she get maybe sometimes her presence is not good for that moment, she will away from that.
So this is another very interesting aspect. Sometimes we can't do things. We need to hold somebody. And what she's saying is the divine, that source of all peace and lesson. Sometimes the only thing we need to do is say, look, I can't handle this. Hold that. Yeah.
No, she's telling that if there any like a huge problem is coming,
Huge problem,
she
hand it
need
over.
to fight with the things.
Yeah.
Then she will think about the divine and Baba.
Yeah.
Maybe he will give some solution or
So this is an instant way to come into peace.
no, she always thinking about the mind.
The whole idea behind this is either it be Allah,
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
I can do it.
Exactly. Yeah.
So by having this, and actually this is the core.
Yeah.
I think this is from childhood. I remember
Yeah.
when you are failed,
Yeah.
you are wounded,
Yeah.
tired,
Yeah.
whatever, and then in silence and peace you say, Ya Allah, Oh Almighty,
Exactly. Instantly,
You are there.
you will feel,
and
relief.
there is a peace,
Yeah.
and that's all.
So now you can read with the mic, so it can come in the recording also. Sorry, we are a bit over the time. but we started a bit late.
The first message from the Ruba:
Yeah.
take a deep breath and send love to both of us.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, the other one is ego stops you from accepting.
Yeah.
The need to forgive yourself make acceptance less painful and hard. Then love yourself. You may not happy from accepting the wrong behavior, but by doing the act of acceptance, at the end of you will gain the ability of peace of mind.
Very beautiful.
That's the last message from the Zaina.
The last was Zaidam, yeah? Okay. Okay. Okay, so this is what it is, and really, I think it has helped me so much. Acceptance has helped so much because one is I don't lose energy trying to fight something, and secondly is with acceptance I notice that it gives an opportunity for the others to change. It creates an opportunity. Exactly. And really, the word is 100% right. It's a miracle. For me, when I saw this, oh, really this change? I cannot believe, But yeah, it's like a miracle. And all we knew was that, oh no, we have to say, we have to, fight, we have to, correct, we have to, nothing. Just be in peace. Stay in your calm. Do the best you can. That's it. And leave the rest. Leave the rest to him. He will sort it out. Okay, so thank you so much for coming. It was really wonderful to have you. And I think we have an Arabic workshop next week, but we will update you online. And for those who are joining us on Zoom, thank you for coming, and wonderful to have you. And we'll see you next week for another session. Thank you.
I would like to report what happened to me, Brother Arif. I wrote it down and sent it. I had a really deadly car accident where the car rolled 3 times. And during the process, I called for Baba and Brahm Baba. I'm a peaceful soul. I'm pure. I'm forgiving and loving. Please help me. Please help me. And the car stopped at the edge of a rock.
Oh.
And right after that, I said, please send people to help me. There were 2 people just following me on the road. They heard my voice and they came down to tell me. Her son told me that the mother called the Red Cross and they came to save me. And finally, I was saved without any fractures. I had only, I was hurt on the head where I slipped on the door of the car, but I have recovered from that. But when my daughter blamed me for driving for long distances, I didn't answer. I accepted what she said. And I was so happy that I felt that God has shown me that, and He's been there to help me.
Yeah.
It was a miracle, really.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Wonderful. And that's the test. In the moment where we are faced with such situation, who do we go to? Yeah. Who do we go to? We go to human beings, or we go to that, the one who's really powerful.
Baba.
Exactly.
Really,
So
really,
yeah.
really.
Thank
And
you for
I've been
sharing that.
in Raja Yoga. I haven't completed the year. On the 14th of September, we had the initiation. It will be 1 year.
Wow,
But I've
wonderful.
learned a lot of experiences from joining Raja Yoga.
Wonderful.
And as you see, I'm attending the seminars in Kuwait and with you and all over the place.
Yeah. Sometimes we are slowed down so that we can work on ourselves, So that also is part of the story. Okay, so thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Om Shanti.
Shanti.